So, when it comes to The Amateur, to summarize it, it's basically a gentleman named Charlie, played by Rami Malek, who is trying to get vengeance for his wife, Sarah. Charlie spends the entire movie trying to avenge her, and unfortunately, despite being a CIA agent, mostly on the tech side, hacking, stuff like that, he doesn't get the support of his leadership, so he uses his hacking skills to blackmail them into helping him, and because of the information he finds himself not only having to deal with this people who have killed his wife, who's trying to get revenge on, but also the CIA who are working against him. In terms of reviewing this movie, I think the best thing about it is that time really does fly despite it being a 2 hour movie, which for me was a bit surprising since, generally speaking, 2 hour movies feel like they're very sluggish. However, the main issue that you may have with this movie is that there's not a huge amount to invest in. Sarah is just a catalyst for the hero's journey. She died, so now Charlie has to go through Europe, kill these four people, and at times it is entertaining, and that's part of what keeps that pacing good, but at the same time, it can cause potential sluggish parts because the build to Charlie getting to Europe is not that great since you don't care about Sarah and Charlie's very bland character, and then when it comes to the villains, it doesn't get any better with them. The main issue is that in order to perhaps make this more of a movie that doesn't require you to suspend disbelief, the villains are made to be very human. And with that, it kind of takes away from the usual means that the villains compensate for the hero by being badass, being cool or interesting, or being people you love to hate. And without that, it really complicates you really feeling something for Charlie, feeling something for Sarah, and being engaged beyond just trying to figure out how Charlie is going to get these people. So, very much story wise, The Amateur does well, but character development wise, it's kind of trash. But what doesn't help is that to have a PG-13 rating, it seems like the people behind The Amateur decided to cut blood or anything like that. So it becomes a bit weird to watch people get shot up, hit by cars, blown up, and all those type of things. And there's no blood, there's no type of gore, anything like that. Hence why overall I'm very mixed about this film. It doesn't really give what you would hope it would as an action movie, whether it's the characters you're supposed to invest in, the hero's journey, and while you can have the ability to get into some of the things that Charlie does, with two of the major highlights already spoiled in trailers and clips, in the other parts that we see in the movie not necessarily balancing out or being on that same level, it's very hard to recommend seeing The Amateur in theaters and not just waiting till it gets on streaming.